What's going on, guys? My name is Vrishab and today we're at Elevate Fitness. The workout for today is a lower body off-season hypertrophy workout. Now when we say hypertrophy, what we want to try and do here right now is build muscle so that we can sort of amount more muscle mass that we can use to produce more force as we move into the season or as we move into our sport. Now the off season is also a time or a period which is furthest away from the season starting, or like furthest away from the event of the sport. So this is a great sort of time right now to build a wide base of strength, hypertrophy and endurance. We focus on these three qualities a little bit more than the others. A little bit more emphasis will be placed on like general physical fitness rather than like very specific sports stuff. Now since it's also the off season, we want to gradually progress the workouts. We're not going to be picking too heavy loads today. We're going to be working at moderate loads with say a little bit higher volume than you would have for more explosive lifts or more powerful stuff that we do. And the emphasis will be again on building muscle, but doing so with sound motor patterns, doing so with sound exercise technique. And that's where a lot of the sort of gains are left out, wherein if you don't have the right exercise technique, you're leaving a lot out on the table. So we're going to make sure that we're going to emphasize on really getting that mind-muscle connection, really using the muscle to do the job, to do its function of moving the joints for whatever exercise that is. And hopefully you sort of can take this workout and apply it within your own settings. So today we're going through a lower body hypertrophy workout to sort of pack on more muscle mass in your legs, in your booty, in your glutes, in your hamstrings and in your calves, and hopefully make you a better athlete. After you've done all your dynamic warm-up, after you've really warmed up the joints, got your heart rate going, got the blood flowing through the particular regions that you're going to be training for, we're going to start off with a rear foot elevated split squat. Great to sort of target the quads as well. And what we're going to primarily focus on here is an isometric pause. So we're going to be stopping down at the bottom for 3 seconds before we reverse our way back up. We're going to be doing this nice and controlled, focus on exercise technique and focus on really getting the most out of that quad to do the job of pulling the knee or extending the knee. After we're done with the quads, we're going to be moving to the posterior chain, the back side. So now we're targeting the hamstrings via a dumbbell RDL, which is just the Romanian deadlift. Our hamstrings work as hip extensors a little bit in assistance with the glutes, and they also help with knee flexion. So by doing the RDLs, we're sort of focusing on the hamstring as hip extensors. We're going to be loading this slightly heavier, not towards like a 90 to 95% of your 1RM, just around like 65 to 80% of your 1RM, and we'll be going for 8 to 10 reps. Supersetting the dumbbell RDL with a glute bridge isometric 5-second hold. Now that's just going to be after we're done with the dynamic RDL, we're going to be moving on to the floor, doing a glute bridge as you guys can probably see in the video, and we're just holding that on a single leg for 5 seconds each. Now after that little bit dynamic contraction of the hamstring, by sort of going into a glute bridge hold, we're sort of getting a little bit more of that burn, and we're trying to get a little bit more fatigue accumulated in that region. Then we're going back to a sort of single leg quad exercise, which we can also a little bit bias to make it a glute dominant exercise. So we're going to step ups. We're going to be doing this on a platform. Pick a height that you can comfortably do this off of, but which is still a little bit challenging. You don't want to push off the leg that you're not standing on or the back leg. You only want to basically isolate the leg that's on the bench or the box or whatever it is that you're using, and really focus on just that one limb. Now our fifth exercise is basically a stability ball hamstring curl. As I mentioned in the dumbbell RDL, we're using the hamstring as a hip extensor. This time with the stability ball, we're using the hamstring as a knee flexor. And if you have access to sort of a hamstring curl machine, that's great, we can use that as well. But I primarily like the sort of little bit stability requirements that I need for my upper back versus on a machine. So I like that sort of overall posterior chain activation that I need to do this exercise. Then we're moving on to a variation of a calf raise, which is in the form of a lunge, but we're going to be basically placing the front foot on a slight elevation, and we're going to be in an isometric lunge position. From there, we're basically going onto the ball of our feet, putting our heel back down, not too far under the elevation, under the box, just slightly under, and then we're going to pop out again and really isolating that calf. But since we're in that isometric lunge position, you're going to feel a lot of your burn or a lot of fatigue going through the quads and the glutes as well. And that's why we also like this as a double-headed monster. Moving on to some higher rep quad work with the feet elevated leg extensions. Got this exercise from coach Eugene Theo. You should definitely check him out. Now these are great to just sort of work on that knee extension and isolate the quads, and I would like to keep it like during the end of my workouts to accumulate a little bit more fatigue, get a little bit more volume going, and work in a slightly more higher rep range to focus on a little bit of the muscular endurance as well. Last one, we're finishing off with the front part of our shin with the reverse calf raises. Now we're going to do this off a bench again, but this time our heels are going to be off a stepper, toes pointed down. We're working to sort of push the heel into the stepper, point your toes up towards your shin, and feel that activation in the front of your shin, primarily your anterior tibialis. That's the region that we're working on. So when a lot of the times in sport, when we're going into dorsiflexion or when we're running and stuff, that's a region that a lot of people have issues with as well. So this is why we're putting this exercise out, so to sort of target that muscle around that region. That's it for today's lower body hypertrophy workout. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys can save some of these workouts and use it within your own settings. If you want alternate exercises for any of the workouts we've done, feel free to drop a comment in below and we'll help you out with that. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.